What is the difference between a U.S. national and a U.S. citizen? Imagine being able to live and work freely in the United States, but not having all the rights that come with full citizenship. That's part of what makes understanding the difference between a U.S. national and a U.S. citizen so important. When you start exploring U.S. immigration law and the process of becoming a citizen, knowing this distinction can help you plan your journey better. A U.S. citizen is someone who has complete rights in the country. They can vote in federal and state elections, run for public office, and get a U.S. passport that allows unrestricted travel. Citizenship can come from being born in the United States or through the naturalization process, which involves living in the country for a certain period, passing a civics and English test, and taking an oath of allegiance. A U.S. national, however, is someone who owes allegiance to the United States but does not have all the rights of a citizen. All U.S. citizens are also U.S. nationals, but not all U.S. nationals are citizens. For example, people born in American Samoa or Swains Island are considered U.S. nationals. They can live and work in the United States without restrictions, and they can get a U.S. passport that states they are a national, not a citizen. However, U.S. nationals cannot vote in elections or run for most public offices. They also do not have the same protections and responsibilities as full citizens. If someone born in American Samoa wants to gain full citizenship, they need to go through the naturalization process. This process is similar to that for other immigrants, requiring residency, passing tests, and taking an oath. Understanding this difference is especially helpful for those from Middle Eastern countries or other regions who are considering their options. If you are born in a U.S. territory like American Samoa, you start as a U.S. national. You can live and work in the United States, but you may want to apply for naturalization to enjoy all the rights of a citizen, including voting and holding public office. In summary, a U.S. citizen has full rights and responsibilities, including voting and running for office, and can get a standard U.S. passport. A U.S. national, on the other hand, can live and work in the United States freely, but cannot vote or hold certain offices unless they become a citizen. This distinction highlights how U.S. immigration law creates different categories of legal status, and knowing your status helps you understand what rights you have and what steps you might need to take to reach your goals in America.